Welcome to Film Addict. I am your host, the Film Doctor, and I'm going to talk actually about a little bit of movie news. There was something that I looked up, and I was reading this article about it, and it makes me have even more respect for Tom Cruise. He's always, as an actor, still innovative as an artist, where he's looking for more and different kinds of ways to do filming. And some of the things where he does his own stunts, all the way to being strapped to a plane, and now he's going even more off the wall and off the cuff by being the first person to actually film something in space. Not like a set, not like green screen. I mean, taking a crew to fucking space and filming a movie. Like, that's crazy to me. From a film perspective, I mean, we talk about cinematography. It's never been done to see space as it is versus like a computerized or digitized or CGI'd version of outer space. Like, that's crazy. So I'm really excited. There was some new Marvel news, but there's always developing Marvel news. I don't even really want to talk about Marvel until we start bringing out some of these movies. So we're just going to have to go with Tom Cruise. But that's all I have. Let's talk about what's coming soon. So this movie, I don't know much about it. It has Russell Crowe in it. At this point, since movies are shut down, I can't even say like what is independent and what is major motion picture. I know that a few people that I know that do movie review channels have reviewed this trailer, and they're kind of blown away by it. So I'm kind of excited to see what it's about. It's called Unhinged. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Come on, man. Go!
It's my kind of road rage.
You know what a courtesy tap is, young man? Sounds like this. It's light. It's friendly. Sure, that's what your mom meant to do.
No, it's not. Mom!
Having a kind of a hard time lately. I'm sorry. You accept my apology?
Just ignore him.
Well, if you could just do the same, we could press reset.
I don't have anything to apologize for. Can you go, please?
Ma'am, are you okay?
I'm pretty sure the guy in that truck's following me.
He's road raging.
Why don't you just chill, man? Go your own way.
I don't think you really know what a bad day is. But you're gonna find out.
That man stole my phone. Andy?
I'm sitting here. I'm waiting for you.
Whose phone is this?
I'm right across from your friend.
Hey, listen to me. He's not a friend, okay? He's a psycho who came after me today.
This is where your first lesson begins.
Give me my phone.
Put him back on this goddamn phone!
No, I can't do that.
What do you want?
I need you to learn what a bad day really is. And I need you to learn how to say you're sorry. And you're gonna learn through violence and retribution. Sounds like you're waking up.
I'm wide awake.
You better bring your A game. Because you're gonna need it.
Oh my god, this scared the crap out of me. Don't even play. Bro, that music, first of all, them 808s hitting hard, okay? That music was good. The Russell Crowe already is a phenomenal actor. The action, the suspense, like, it's like Don't Breathe, like, injected with, like, steroids. Like, it's this movie looks really good. Like, I really cannot wait to see it. And I have some road rage. We don't even have time to go into my road rage story. But it's gotten to a point where I had to follow a couple people honking my horn. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it because they really don't want to mess with me. Like, I'd be telling them, like, just drive how you want to drive, but make sure that you act like you have some damn sense. You know what? Whatever. I don't think a movie about road rage has ever been done. Probably Joyride, but that really wasn't road rage. It was more like just a crazy truck driver. So I'm excited to see. I mean, this guy is like me times 10 in terms of road rage. And I hate saying road rage because it's like a tongue twister. Say 5 times fast. Road rage, road rage, road rage, road rage, road rage. It doesn't even make sense at some point. But I'm excited. I think that trailer looks really good. It looks like it's going to be suspenseful and scary. So I can't wait to see it. Let's talk about new releases. So I took a chance on this movie. I was debating if I was going to buy it, if I was going to rent it. I ended up renting it because it's an independent movie, and I won't say I hate independent movies, but I hate if I invest into an independent movie and it's not good, because an independent movie to me can be hit or miss, which is not to say that a major motion picture cannot be. You can sell a really good movie off of a trailer and think it's going to be phenomenal, and it's complete miss. There's plenty of major motion picture movies, but for the most part, when those kind of big budgeted movies come out for release in terms of a trailer, there is a significant amount of reviews behind it because there's a significant amount of people in order to go see the movie to give you that review. Not so much the same with inside of independent movies, so that's why I kind of like reviewing them. So this movie is called Blue Story, and it's directed by a guy named Ratman. And it's a very unique style of filming because it's telling this story about like London gangs, and don't quote me on the story. Every time that I give my synopsis on what it's about, then I go back and I read that synopsis. I was like, that's not my takeaway from it. But it's like a London gang, like these two guys, they're like best friends, but like one of them, his brother's inside of a rival gang to the other friends, population of people from what city they're in, like conflicting cities or districts or towns or areas or whatever the case is. And so they're like best friends, and then they fall apart because of, I don't even want to, because that's a really big spoiler. So I'll say just something happens that kind of separates the two and makes them kind of no longer friends and more of a rival. And the unique thing that I was talking about in terms of what Ratman does is he's telling the story with certain intervals with inside of the storytelling. He himself raps, to kind of update you on what happened and what's going down and what's about to go down. So it's almost like a narrator or a narration throughout the film, but done inside of a rap form. I give this movie a B+, and I've sat here for a very long time trying to figure out why I'm giving it a B+, because like, what am I actually rating it on? What am I downing it on to say it's not an A or anything higher? And I would say like the music was actually good. The acting and the intensity with inside of the actors and actresses that portrayed their characters was really good. So why am I giving it a B+? I don't even know if it's because I'm used to Americanized film and this was more, a foreign film that was talking about more like London lifestyles, and maybe the London accents were bothering me. I don't really know why I have it marked down. I don't even want to say that the whole accents, the London accents, was what bothered me, but it did kind of bother me. Like, I don't know. I think that I'm giving it a B+ rating based on, like I said, moviegoers. What would they come out of it looking at it from their perspective, how they would see this film? And I think that they would see it from a B+ perspective. Not, like I said, I don't even want to give my own perspective, my own rating. I want to give it to what was this film going in. The mass majority of moviegoers, what would they see it for what it's worth? I could see some people that are turned off and bothered by uniqueness of film because they're so accustomed to a certain style and they're not used to it to understanding that filmmaking is also an art. So to have this unique kind of style that he has within rapping, within his videos, or his movie throughout the movie as a narration, I think is unique and different and special in so many different ways. And so I think that I appreciate that as a filmmaker and as an artist. And I think that it's unique and it's different and it's something, especially if you're a rapper. Because for me, I'm not into like those hardcore rap gangster kind of movies. I've seen a lot that are really good, but it's not my thing. But when you bring that kind of uniqueness, that different kind of aspect of filmmaking to the table, it kind of intrigues me as a viewer to appreciating it a lot more. I like rap and hip hop, so for me to sit there and watch a movie and get that rap and hip hop and it's good, it's not crap rapping, or crap instrumentals or whatever, like I liked it. So I don't want to give it an A because I don't want people to go into it and be like, oh, he said this is an A+, I have to check it out. And then like, it was good, it's like a B+. I'd rather give it the rating that I think everybody else would see it as. It does not mean that it was bad. It does not mean that it was good. Like I said, there's so many different things that I probably am marking it down, whether it be the accents or me being more accustomed to Americanized movies. But I think that it was still good. It was definitely worth seeing if you like, those kinds of gangster movies. And it's not even really that gangster. Like, I'm not used to like a London guy with a knife just like, hey, wait, let's go. It's like, but they're a little bit more rough and whatever. And I've never been to London. I don't know how gangster or hood it gets over there, but it looked like it was kind of rough and dangerous. So for me, I'm probably kind of scared now to go over there. I don't even know if it is London. I think it's London. I want to say it's London. It sounds like a London accent. But it's a good movie. Check it out. It's called Blue Story. So let's talk about movies that are must-see. The movie I want to talk about today is a movie called Baby Driver, and I think at one point it was probably in my #1 slot for a little bit because of how phenomenal it was. I mean, I remember watching the first 15-20 minutes of this movie, and I'm like, in the first 4 or 5 minutes, I'm like, this is the most amazing movie I've ever seen in my entire life. It was so good. And this is like 4 or 5 minutes in. So 15 minutes in, because they have this big opening driving sequence, I'm blown away by all of it, to where I'm like, this is a really good action movie, and the storytelling, the music, the acting, everything. Jamie Foxx is in it, who's one of my favorite actors. This movie is directed by Edgar Wright and has Ansel Elgort. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right inside the film, and I think he did a phenomenal job. They were in talks saying they would do a Baby Driver 2, and it kind of amazes me because I'm sure that many people that have seen this movie will also agree that it's a great movie. I'm pretty sure that it brought in a lot of money. It did have Kevin Spacey in it, so but I don't know how important his character was, and I'm trying to be very careful with my wording so I don't give away certain things. But I don't know if he'll be inside the second one, even if they were to do a second one. But he's having a lot of court issues where he's not going to be doing any movies for a while, unless they're homemade jail movies. So I probably should edit that. Anyway, I really like the movie. I think that, like I said, the storytelling was good. The music was amazing. It's basically this guy who has this hearing kind of disability where he has to listen to music to block out this ringing that he's had since he was a child. And he's kind of like a getaway driver for a bunch of bank robbers. And, a lot of the missions that they go on or whatever, it ends up coming around to being this complication that they have, and he wants to get out of the gang and kind of gear himself towards a better life, and they kind of need him since he's like the best driver that they have. But I really do hope that they do a Baby Driver 2. Just cancel out Kevin Spacey and make her another good movie, because I know that this made good revenue with inside of the sales that it had. But I just don't understand when you have some of these good movies. I get it that sometimes when you have that really good movie, you're like, well, let's not ruin it, because not many movies have really good sequels. But some do. So you have this really good concept. why not go larger and bigger? I mean, when I look at something like Fast and Furious, that was really good as a standalone movie. Who would know that you can do 9, 10 movies of Fast and Furious and they be good? And I think that Baby Driver has that same potential. Like, you could take this character on a whirlwind of different kinds of adventures and things that he would come across, and different people, new characters, everything, and kind of keep with that same kind of tone that they had within the cinematography and the music used, with the same similar characters, minus Kevin Spacey, and make movie magic. So, like I said, I think that it was a good movie. It was very well produced. I think that anybody that has seen it will agree that it's a phenomenal movie, and anyone that has not seen it, if you are very unlucky enough to not have been privy to watching the first 5 minutes of this movie and been blown away, let alone the entire 2 hours of this movie, and said that this is a phenomenal flick, then I recommend highly that you check it out. It's called Baby Driver. Like I said, it's directed by Edgar Wright, and has Ansel Elgort inside the movie as the main character, and it has Jamie Foxx in it. And I think the other guy's name, I can't think of his name, but I think he starred inside the Suicide Squad. He's another one of the robbers. So check it out, and that's all I have for you guys today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that like button, hit that bell, email, whatever you guys want to do. And like always, this has been another exciting episode of Filmatic.